Hello and welcome back to another episode of Ride Along, the series where I test drive cars that I have personally chosen to do so with. And I've been waiting to do this episode for a long time. I did a behind the scenes video a couple of months back that was about this car, but we had a major failure because the clutch gave up before I could even shoot. So anyways, enough complaining, we're here today. And before we get started, I just wanted to remind all of you to subscribe and keep checking all the other content that I have on my channel, my ever so growing channel. God damn it, we're almost up at 3,500 subscribers, and that's insane, all thanks to you. So sit tight and enjoy this episode because you're gonna have a ride along. Today's episode, I'm sitting in a proper highway beast. It's a Saab 9.5 Aero from 2003, built by Nordic Tuning, just as the 9.5 in the first video we did in this series, the blue one. And if you haven't seen it, you can check the link up here. Just make sure to activate subtitles because it's in Swedish. Tuning has a special folder for projects and builds that extend beyond the regular stage 1, 2 and 3, and it's called Extreme R, and this car right here fits nicely in that category. Classified as Extreme R, you need to have about 400 brake horsepower. Usually that's the rule, and that tells you something about this car. It's something fishy here. Everything isn't as it's advertised in this seemingly family-friendly soccer practice wagon. Let's have a look. Well, there you have it, the Power Beast, the engine. It's a fully forged 2.3 liter turbo engine, and the cylinder head is completely stock, except it's running T5 cams. The bottom end is forged, so that means that the piston and rods are forged. Otherwise it's stock down there as well. You can see a bandaged exhaust manifold, made by me when I worked at Nordic for lots of years ago. It's got the biggest GT BB30 with internal wastegate. It's a great turbo for a good spool and still have a good power range, but to be honest, it's quite outdated these days. There's better turbos than that. Otherwise, you have the dual T8 pressure pipe here, intercooler pipe, whatever you want to call it, and you have a 3-inch special custom made inlet pipe here. It's 3-inch all the way down to the turbo. Open air filter down in front of the front wheel. Of course it's shielded, so not that much of water and stuff will get to it. But of course you need to clean it and even change it sometimes. Apart from all that I just told you, what you can see here is this strutbar from Speedparts. giving some stability between the front suspension, and you can also see the head covers for the D2 front suspensions, D2 coilovers. The intercooler is from Duo 88 and it replaces the stock one at its original position. It also got a oil cooler from Duo 88. Actually all these oil cooler, intercooler, pressure pipes and all that comes from Duo 88 because they know what they're doing when it comes to stuff like that. The clutch is a 4-puck sinter and it uses a improved, enforced Aero pressure plate, so let's just say that you won't forget leg day on your left leg, but your right leg will suffer from it. You will be in limp home mode for the rest of your life. To provide equal power out to both wheels, we have a Quaife LSD sitting inside the gearbox together with a gear set from Quaife as well. It's the straight cut 6-speed set. It's a noisy one. Not much is done to the interior of this car, and I love that. These 9.5s looked their best in this condition when there's this dark interior and these dark leather seats with fully adjustable, and well, this doesn't have ventilated seats, but those are even better. But anyway, these are the proper Aero seats, and we have the carbon fiber dashboard, we have a boost gauge, a shortened gear stick, we have that stereo there, doubled in, and that's about it. There's not a lot of stuff in here that gives off vibes of 500 brake horsepower and tire marks in third gear. It's not until you start this beast up that you realize that this is something else. It's a blast to shift gears with this 6-speed straight cut Quaife set. And this D2 chassis helps to keep the car in a straight line. That's so cool. Shame that this gearbox maxes out at 220 kilometers, but that's what you get with the 6-speed straight cut gear set with the slower 6th gear. stop the car when you drive really fast, you need good brakes. And this car uses D2 8-pot calipers with 330 millimeter discs that is ventilated and bored and all that. And they are hidden behind these beautiful Monaco Mirabeau wheels, which gives it this racy feeling but still really classy. They look quite a lot like BBS Challenge wheels. Talk about it for hours, drive it for hours, and well, never stop talking about it. But I want to try and keep this episode. Tack. About this car, talk about it for hours. Can you just get the f out of here? I could go on and on about this car and talk about it for hours, drive it for hours, for that matter. But I want to try and keep these episodes on the shorter term because, well, I don't want you guys to fall asleep in front of the TV or the phone or whatever. If you're not a subscriber yet, please hit that subscribe button below. And I've been told that if you press the little bell, then you will get notifications when I drop something new. If that's something for you, then press that button as well. For all you other guys, well, stay subscribed and have a great summer. I know I will. So, love you all. Bye.